What is up, everyone? Let me go to my own video and listen to the sound to make sure the audio is okay. Audio sounds good. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. What's going on, everyone? Gosh, I cannot listen to this because it's my voice. Shit. It's just like I would say something and then I would hear it like a few seconds later and weird. And Tesla. I don't know. Look at Tesla, right? Tesla's going crazy. People were asking me about Tesla, and I'm like, yo, I'm not selling. I'm just gonna stay. I'm gonna stay put. Yeah, Tesla was at 15. It was at 17 earlier today. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. There's a bug in here, and it's been in here for like all day, and I can't get it. It's a fly. Like a gnat? Are you an African? No, I was born here. Do you trade options? Debit spreads. Can I get a shout out? What up? So what's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's up, everyone? What is good? Somebody tell me a story. What's new? I haven't done a live stream in a while. Haven't done a live stream in a minute. So, just want to do a little stream. Anything new? My gosh, I'm watching all my friends like on Facebook. They're like just a lot of people are taking road trips. You know, for the summertime. So yeah, people taking freaking road trips. Anybody taking a road trip? Anybody traveling? Oh no! You know, I have a problem with this phone. I don't know what's going on with this phone, but it gets really, really hot and the battery drains. Like for example, I'll have it fully charged and I'll leave and go out for like 2 hours and come back and it's at like 30%. And it's like hot majority of the day. And I've did things like close apps. I've updated the software. It's just really weird. I can't explain what's going on. Recent subscriber here from New York. Love the London travel videos. I've noticed the London videos have been recommended recently. I don't know why, but I definitely noticed that I've been getting a lot of comments on the London videos. Bike update. So I just basically been riding the bike like normal. I don't ride the bike as much as I used to because I have that chain on the back and that chain's like heavy. And then I also don't want to. I don't want to lock it up like I was locking it up before. Like if I would ride it somewhere, I want to ride it and like make sure like I have like a safe place for it. You know what I mean? Like I'm bringing it inside or I'm not downtown with it. So that how much did it cost you to go to Jesus' tomb? I believe it was free, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was free. It was interesting how that happened. I'll tell you that story, okay? I was literally in Jerusalem, right? And I was sitting back thinking, and I was like, yo, I wonder where the tomb that they put Jesus in. I wonder where that is, right? So I just went to Google Maps and I typed in like tomb of Jesus or like tomb of some. I like typed it in, right? And it popped up on Google Maps, and it said like 17 minutes walking, and I was like, I'm for sure. That's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna go see the tomb. And it was on a Sunday. I forget what day it was. It was on a Saturday. It was on Shabbat. So I like walked there, and I believe it was open. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was open. And I went there, and I can't remember if it was open on Shabbat or not. Maybe I went there on Sunday. I can't remember, but like I went there and like I just like walked there and it was like dope. I want to say it was on Saturday because I want to say like it was completely dead when I walked there, but I'm trying to remember like were they actually open because like I remember everything being closed, like literally everything being closed except for like just maybe a few shops, but like every little like convenience store on the side of the road closed, and like I just walked over there and went and it was pretty freaking cool because it was very spontaneous and it was very spontaneous that I like thought of this idea and it just happened to be like right there. But then it was also so dope that like this is like a big part of history. You know what I mean? And like I just like so nonchalantly just like popped over and just went to see it, you know, just like it was nothing, you know. And I was just thinking like how so many people would like love so much to go see something like that. And look, it was just like a like I don't mean to downplay this, but it was just kind of like I just woke up one morning and was like, where is it? Like, wow, it's right there. Let's go do it. You know, it was just like no planning basically. Like it would just pop up and go. Like it was pretty dope. I don't know. It kind of explains my life. Glad you're up this time of night. Yeah, London videos were cool. Oh, nice. Yo, nice hair. Since they like it there. Let's see. Tesla stock is fire, yo. I mean, everybody's been talking about Tesla stock, but like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, right when Tesla passed, Tesla's not really on my radar right now because right once it got over like, right once it got over $1,200, like it's sort of just up there now. Like it's kind of hard to keep up like how fast it's moving. You know what I mean? Like, of course, I'm looking at it, I'm checking it every day, but like, it, I don't know where it's going. You know, like it's freaking taking off. Like, over 1,200, it's just like I have to like literally think about it now. I'm like, dang, yo, this shit is going up like crazy. I remember like 3 weeks ago, I bought one share of Tesla at $1,000, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know if this is a good deal or not. Like, and then look at it now, it's like 1,500. But I'm not really buying not really buying Tesla right now. I think maybe I should make a story time video about. You know what? I went through one of these memory cards. I got like 5 memory cards like right behind this camera. But I went through like a whole bunch of memory cards, and you know, a lot of times when I'm out filming, especially in other countries, what I'll do is I'll go out and film, right? And when I get done filming, like I'll edit the video footage, but sometimes I never delete the video footage off of the memory card, right? And when I travel, I have multiple memory cards. So if it's ever one day I go out and I'm traveling and I just need like a memory card, like I'll grab one. Let's say it has like an hour left of the video footage. Well, instead of using it, sometimes I may just go grab a fresh memory card, like just 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 like grab a fresh memory card, right? And then once I get a new memory card, I will like I'll just start over and I'll basically repeat the process, and then I'll have like all these memory cards with like just bits and chops of footage. Like maybe I used it, maybe I didn't, and I was going through a bunch of that footage, y'all. Like a bunch of that footage, and I was thinking about like cramming out a video for y'all together. The volume is low. I usually don't respond to messages on Instagram when I'm doing a freaking live stream, but I'm just gonna respond just because. Um, mm, what about sometime in the morning? Um, what's your take on REITs? Um, I I don't really like, honestly, I don't really like I don't like it, I don't like real estate that much. I'm sorry to say, but like I'm just gonna be honest, like real estate has a lot of benefits, okay? It has a lot of benefits. I'm not gonna bullshit you on that. It does. But like right now, like I'm just not a big fan of real estate, and I look at stocks being a better value versus REITs. And the reason why I look at stocks a better value versus REITs is I don't think REITs are gonna go up like 50% in a year. I don't think REITs are gonna be going up 30% in a year. Yes, you do get cash flow with REITs. You get the monthly dividends, but I would rather invest in high growth, and that's just my thing. Now, if you want like a diversified portfolio, I mean, REITs. Maybe it's not a bad idea to have some REITs, but with me right now, I'm just really like kind of avoiding real estate, just because like I don't know, I don't know. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to like settle down, and with this whole crisis going on, one thing I have noticed, there's a lot of benefits if you own real estate right now. Like you can get the CARES Act. You can basically not pay your mortgage for like a whole year, right? And if you still got a job, you're basically not paying for your mortgage for this whole year. You add it on to the end of your mortgage, right? So you have another year of your mortgage. So basically, all the money this year that you would have paid to your mortgage, you don't have to pay for it, right? Now, this is really helping out people who lost their jobs. But what about all the people who didn't lose their jobs? So now, like all these people have extra money. So if you have a house, this is a good benefit. But I'm the type of person. If I get a house, like I'm gonna want to make money with it, right? That's the only reason I'm gonna get a house. And there's a couple ways to make money when you have a house. You can do it. I mean, like I don't I mean, hopefully I don't offend anyone when I say this, but like you can sort of do it like the Chinese way, where you just buy a house and you just let it sit there, and you don't rent it out, and you actually make money because it goes up in value. And this would be the type of investment that would that you would hope that would go up maybe 10%, 20% of value, like in a hot market or something. You would just let it sit there. That wouldn't be the route I'd want to take. Like I'd want to rent it out, right? Or I'd want to have roommates. And looking at this whole crisis that we got ourselves in, this definitely lets me know that I do not want to be a landlord. Do you hear me? Jay, we out. What up? Just let me know right now. I do not want to be a landlord, y'all. Mm-mm. So I don't know. Real estate is very important, though. For sure, real estate is very important before the house goes up in value. Yeah, you would have to be in a prime location. Tell us about what you see in San Francisco. People are moving away because of the economy. Um, I don't just see people moving away. Um, I mean, I don't. In the places I go, I don't really see people moving away. No, I believe that there are a lot of people moving away. And the reason why I know that there are a lot of people, because you can just go online and look at places that are available. But to answer your question, like I don't really see a lot of people moving. Sometimes I see people in buildings, like it, it looks like people are moving out. But just because you see people moving out of buildings, that's kind of normal. You know what I mean? Because like just without the pandemic going on, you would still have people coming and going, especially this time of year, summertime. That's when people are moving. Um, but like I haven't really did a lot of moving jobs on TaskRabbit. The reason why I don't really do moving jobs on TaskRabbit is because you have to wear the face mask, and it's not that hot in SF. Like it's not that hot in San Francisco. Maybe it's like today was like 60 degrees, right? 65 degrees, right? And I remember like working with the face mask on, and when I got done with the like, when I got done with the face mask, it was all like drenched. It was all covered in sweat, yo. And I was just thinking like, yo, I don't even want to do this anymore. Like, I'm done with this. Like, I'd rather like do deliveries, just because I don't have to wear a face mask the whole time. Like when I'm outside on the bike, like I can take the face mask off. He's also a minimalist. Yeah. Don't wake up your 10 roommates, Jermaine. Oh, I'm not gonna wake up my roommates. What do you mean? um, yo, Jermaine, what did I do today? Made some deliveries, traded some stocks, made a video, ate a falafel and some french fries. Did not go skateboarding. Did not skateboard today. Watching from Sri Lanka. Do you think the market is about to crash? Mm, I don't know. I mean, I don't see the Fed has pumped so much money into the markets that I mean it could go down. I don't have a crystal ball here. I definitely didn't think that things would go up so fast. The new normal. I think this is the new normal. Like California, you guys know what just happened in California today. The governor just basically closed down like pretty much everything. Like even malls have to be closed down. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a falafel and French fries. Um, have you ever driven a Tesla, dude? I have driven a Tesla. It was a while ago. Guys, this is gonna sound insane. I've never driven a Model 3 though. But my favorite electric car is a Chevy Bolt. Like I would probably buy a Chevy Bolt over a Tesla. Number one, a Chevy Bolt is a whole lot cheaper than a Tesla. A whole lot cheaper than a Tesla. And like I drove a Chevy Bolt for the longest, and I just like the way it drives. I like hatchbacks. Hatchback is a horrible car for the city. I mean, it's a great car for the city, but like the problem with a hatchback is if you smash one window, you can have all access to the car. Basic, versus if you smash a window on a Tesla, like you would still have to get into the trunk. So our country is going through significant long-term changes right before our eyes. Yes, yes, yes. Our country is. Our country's going through a reset right now. Our country's going through its reset where like people are being programmed differently, and like I don't necessarily mean this like to be doom and gloom, but like basically like it's been like a big shift. You know what I mean? Like people just got to get used to doing different things. Who scratched your eye? I don't know. Oh, you mean her? Oh, that's old. That's old. Have you ever been over to Project I got serious in the mission. Big art community. No, I haven't. Is it this kind of like a WeWork type place where like a lot of artists like have like space and they all like come together? Like it's not like WeWork, but like it's sort of like a lot of artists come together and like it's like a creative space. No one is letting any USA person in. Ha ha ha. US banned everywhere. That's okay. I mean, I don't mind. And there's still places Americans can go. Macedonia is actually open for Americans. So, but I don't want to go to Macedonia right now. I mean, what if I get sick? Do I want to be in some Macedonian hospital? Or would I rather be in California? Are you still moving? You know, yeah. Still moving. I don't know where. I think I have an idea. This place that I want to move to. It's not too far away. Yes, Bart does go to San Jose. This just started like recently. Like I was on Bart earlier this week and I looked up and saw. And I was like, dang, I can go all the way to San Jose. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna stay. I'm looking at deals in the place that, oh, excuse me, the place that I want to move to since like last month it's dropped $100, but since January it's dropped like $400. So like it, I mean, I'm just like just waiting. Like, how cheap is it gonna be? And then when I go move in, what I'm gonna do, like, if it's a year lease, I'm gonna basically like ask them if I can like pay for the whole year. But of course, like I'm gonna include like a 15% discount. Like basically, like it fits. I'll give you this example. Like, let's say the rent is like 1,200. Like let's say it's $1,200 a month, right? No. Let's just use a very very basic number, right? Let's say Let's say it's $1,000 a month, right? So that's $12,000 a year. Just go up and ask them, and be like, "Yo, I'll give you $10,000 right now. Will that just cover the rent for the whole year?" You see how it's like 20% off, but then to them, it's like, well, I mean, we are in a pandemic right now, and you know for sure that you got my rent for the whole year. You know, I might move in and pay for 2 3 months, and then be like, yo, I can't pay anymore, and then the city's got my back. But like you can't evict anybody, so now the landlords just get screwed. So like I heard of like a few people pulling this scheme and it worked because the landlords are like, you're right, you're right. Like I got people sitting in here not paying me any rent, and you want to give me freaking you want to pay me for the whole year? Yeah, I'll give you a discount. Yeah, let me get that money. So I might pull one of those schemes, but then that means I'll for sure be here for another year. I don't know. My jacket's dirty. I don't know. That means I'll be here for another year, but we'll see. Renegotiate with them. Yes. Did you see Bald and Bankrupt video before he deleted it? What was his video before he deleted it? Like, was he sick or in the video? Rent negotiate with them. You mean at the place that I'm at now? I could probably rent negotiate with them. Well, they actually, the manager called me, and I'm not gonna say the numbers, but like, well, basically, he was like, if you want to stay, it's gonna be like, he didn't say it would be 3110, but like, basically, when I put it together, it would be like $3,150, and I was just like, oh hell no, dude. man, these folks crazy, yo. And then I was looking and I was thinking, you know, maybe they're just not gonna budge. Like maybe they're just not gonna go down on the rent because I think originally they wanted like 17 or something, but then I, it's a long story how how I come up with the 3150, right? But like I found something online that I can rent the same place for like 17, but then I also found something like much cheaper than that. Yeah. Thing getting worse. Did you get your first stimulus check? I still haven't got my first stimulus check. But I did get I did get I saw you eat meat in your previous videos. When you saw me eat meat in my previous videos, it was probably meat. It was probably vegan meat. Because I eat a lot of vegan meat. Like Beyond Sausage, Beyond Burger. Beyond, the freaking stock is like, it's so sideways right now, yo. Maybe I should join moving into a tent on Venice. Al, you must be my homeboy in Santa Barbara. You must be my homeboy in Santa Barbara because the things that you say, like you have to know me. Like you totally must know me, like personally. I like the beat on made with beats, not any grains on. Oh, you don't like the grains? Did you go to any high school in Memphis? I went to East High School. Are you doing any gigs? ATM? No ATM gigs. What do you think of Will and Jada? Uh, I miss a lot of people saying that Will should divorce Jada, but I think people like that they mess around all the time, you know. Thinking about getting into vegan life. What's your favorite pizza brand? I like Diet Pizza. Diet Pizza. Diet Pizza. Or if you really want to get creative, you know, if you go to Whole Foods, they have this pizza dough that you can buy. You have to make sure they have two. You have to make sure you get the one that's vegan. It's not labeled vegan though. It's just when you look at the ingredients, it just doesn't have any animal products in it. But pay attention to the ingredients. If you get one of those, you can just make your own pizza, and then you can just get some Diet cheese, get some little tomato paste, and chop up your veggies, put it on. Yeah, I went to Chicago. I've been to Chicago a couple of times. I went to Chicago more when I was younger. Went to Kirby Raleigh, Egypt. Oh, I see. Did Jada cheat on him while they were together? Yeah, I don't think they were together. I haven't really followed it that much. Like I don't really follow the mainstream stuff as much. Like anything that's like super mainstream, really, I don't really follow it. This is kind of how I am, you know. I'm like, that shit's too popular for me, you know. I mean, but if Tesla was like straight up mainstream, if it was complete mainstream, I would not be talking about it, y'all. I'm for real, like I would not be talking about it. I always like to talk about the thing that's on the up, come up, you know. I mean, by the time it get mainstream, like I'll be up on something else, you know. Arcimoto went mid low fives. Yeah, I know, dude. I'm still not gonna sell any Arcimoto. I'm not gonna sell anything. Even Blink, I'm not gonna sell any of it. Like even if it goes back down to like $2, $3, like I'm still not gonna sell it because I mean that's just how it is. Like I mean I could have sold out, but so what? It's like a couple $1,000. Like it just goes up, it goes down. You know, I'm in it for the long run. And now Lincoln Akamoto, I don't know how long run I'm gonna be in those because we'll just have to see how things play out. We'll just have to see how things play out. Akamoto, they do have a pretty cool product, but who's to say that there's not another company that comes out with something similar, better, cheaper, more efficient, um, to give them a competitor. So we'll have to do it. Our dollar store is open in the Mission. I have to buy some T-shirts. I don't know if the dollar store is open. I think so. I mean, a lot of places are open. Nikola versus Tesla stock. What's your opinion? Well, you know, Nikola. A lot of people are jumping on them because they haven't made any products and their CEO has already done some dodgy things. I mean, if you guys notice, like Elon Musk, he sold all of his houses, like all of his houses in California, like all of them, all his mansions. And you got this guy from Nikola before they even made a product, right? He's already buying him a $20 million house, like before they even made a product. He's already stepping down, like he's already cashing out billions of dollars, like. But where your products at, Holmes? Like, what can I buy something you had made? Like, where is it? So he kind of reminds me. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Nick Woodman. Y'all know who Woodman is? Nick Woodman. He the CEO of GoPro. CEO of GoPro. Nick Woodman. If y'all don't know about Nick Woodman, Nick Woodman was some little rich California kid. His dad was like a hedge fund type of guy. He had millions and millions of dollars backing him. Nick Woodman was basically, let's just keep it real, he was a loser. Yeah. I mean, he was a stud. So he was a cool kid in college. He got to sleep with the cool girls. But for the most part, he was just a rich kid. He was just a rich kid. He come up with this idea, let's take a camera, let's attach it like to something else and let's go do some action sports with it. They made a camera, you know, decent camera. They worked on it, made it better, made it second generation, third, fourth, eighth generation. The eighth, the seventh, yeah, eighth generation. And basically GoPro is like GoPro died like 3 years ago. Yeah, it died like 3 years ago. It's still around today. You can still go buy cameras and you can you I'm pretty sure this year the GoPro 9 will come out. um, so I mean they're still around. They're still making a camera, but if you notice, the cameras aren't really improving that much. Or very very small increments. What's the cheapest stock you own? Planet 13. I'm actually gonna buy a lot more Planet 13 tomorrow morning because financial education made a video talking about it. East is a super good school. Are you like East? What was your thinking of strategy while populating your Robinhood portfolio? Um, Robinhood portfolio is, I'm sorry to say, but it's no longer a Robinhood portfolio. It's a Tesla portfolio. And the reason why I call it a Tesla portfolio is because Tesla in my Robinhood account has went up so much. It went up so much that like Tesla now makes up like, gosh, Tesla makes up 86% of this account. So it's almost all of the account is just Tesla. And it wasn't like that like just 6 months ago. No, just Tesla just kept going up and kept going up. So now I'm looking for other stocks to invest in that's not Tesla, you know, and I can't really find anything that's a good deal. Like Facebook is something I've been jumping on. Square is another one I've been jumping on. But I've been buying like just small amounts of those because I'm waiting on a correction, you know? How do I learn about stocks? Where do I learn? I would say just jump on YouTube, yo. Jump on YouTube. How many miles on your boosted? This one has got almost like 4,000 miles on it. This one's pulling up to 4,000. 3,743 miles on this one. They got mad miles on it. I'll probably buy a new one pretty soon. We did too. I just stopped going to WeWork because they got, with the COVID-19, they got so many rules. So I'm just like, do you own any pharmaceuticals, biotech? I really like. I don't own any pharmaceuticals actually or biotech, but what I'm looking at is CRISPR. That's a big one I'm looking at. I really want to. Yeah, CRISPR is one I've been paying a lot of attention to. And if you guys don't know about CRISPR, they deal with like DNA, and they want to basically do things like alter DNA in humans. And the market for this is just, oh my gosh. I know this is some freaky shit like altering humans and stuff like that, but like the growth potential in markets like that is insane, yo. Like it's insane. Like you're talking about like, you know, 100x growth, because people, just imagine if you had a kid and you wanted your kid to have like certain characteristics, or if you had a kid and as the kid is in you, like they can check to see what problems that are that the kid is developing, and they can like reverse that before the kid's born. And basically, like you can have like almost a perfect kid. These are technologies that I want to invest in versus REITs versus something that you're going to get a 10%, 20% gain that's pretty steady. I want to look at these companies that have like super high growth potential. Tesla, autonomous, 3D printing companies. Jim gonna move into a Model Y. I would love to. I can't wait for Tesla to release a smaller car, like a hatchback. I think that's gonna be a game changer when they release a $20,000 car, a $25,000 car, a $20,000 car. I think that's gonna be a game changer. How are the new shoes? Believe it or not, I still haven't wore them. They're like still in the box. They're freaking still in the box. I mean, I guess they could still be at the store in the box, but they're just like what 2 blocks away from the store in my closet, like still in the box. Do you use extensions in your hair? Yeah, they're extensions. Yeah. I mean, this is not my hair. I'm sorry to say. I mean, come on. You think that's my hair? You think I grew that? You think this is my hair? Really? You think that's my hair? Thanks. That'd be a lot of hair. What the fuck are you eating, boy? Oh, my bad. Someone called me. What up, Alex? You back? The shoes I have are with Tesla stock. Yeah, but I look at it like this. You you can say that about anything. You can say that about anything. You gotta enjoy life for the moment. Gotta enjoy life for the moment. I think I think Volkswagen has potential when they flip to electric, especially after the whole diesel scandal. They need innovation is coming. I'm not knocking Volkswagen at all. Like, I'm not knocking Volkswagen at all. Like, I think that they're gonna do. I think Volkswagen is gonna do very, very well compared to the other ICE manufacturers. But one problem I see that Volkswagen is gonna run into is they're gonna have to develop their own autonomous division. They're also gonna have to develop their own. If they want to compete with Tesla, they're gonna have to develop their own like chips. They're gonna have to develop a lot of things in house. Tesla is winning because of their vertical integration. Okay, Volkswagen does not have a lot of vertical. None of your traditional auto manufacturers have the same vertical integration as Tesla, yo. That is where Tesla is winning. Vertical integration. All right, when you can have everything under one roof. When Tesla builds the dashboard, when they build like all parts of the car versus most auto manufacturers, what do? You go and you get into a Ford and it says Bose because Bose make that part. You know, you, you know, a lot of cars they take majority of the parts and they like like have other companies do this for them and do that for them and then they put it together. So I think Volkswagen is gonna. And also, I'm not knocking GM, yo. I'm definitely not knocking GM at all. Like I think GM, like I don't think GM's gonna die. I don't think all car companies are gonna die, but your smaller car companies, if they don't swap, if they don't, you know, come up with if they don't change soon, I tell you someone I think that may not make it. Um, you may mark me wrong on this one. I don't think Chrysler will make it through this one. I don't think Chrysler will make it through this one. I think Ford will make it through the electric phase, and I think GM will make it through, but they're gonna definitely downsize greatly. Like they're not gonna have all these cars that they have today. No, and smaller car companies like you know smaller car companies. Ooh, I think they're just gonna go. I think they're gonna go. Hey bro, what other sources of income do you have? All sorts of sources. Trading stocks, shopping for people, um, are a few. Um, Affiliate links, making money from Uber, skateboarding. Hey man, been with you since 2K. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, your friend invested in 2 condos near Johannesburg. Yeah, I would love to freaking buy a freaking condo somewhere in like South Africa. Like straight up, I would just want like a condo in a building, you know? Because it's not like I want to live in South Africa, you know? It's not like I want to live there like permanently. So I don't need land, like just like a condo in a building. So like I can come there, like just chill, you know? It go up in value. That'd be dope. Sell merch. I do sell merch. You gotta go to my site, 901cali.com. It's crazy because I really don't promote it like near as much because the reason why I don't promote it because some days I like sell t-shirts on the street and I'd rather just sell t-shirts on the street than sell t-shirts on the internet. Because it's all cash on the street, and then the internet, you gotta like go to the post office, gotta put them in bags. On the street, it's just like $10, you know. I sell it like cheaper on the street too, but also I sell different shirts on the street. Sell different shirts on the street. I don't sell merch on the street. Go cash. Got to go. Love the videos, man. Watch your old streams. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Let's see. I was reading some old comments. Mm. Also, you were talking about buying boosted. You think it's a good investment to buy boosted? Okay, so this is my thing about buying a boosted board right now. Boosted USA, they're selling the boosted stuff at $15.99. That's a bad deal. I think that's a bad deal. The reason why I think that's a bad deal is because that skateboard is what, 3 years old. Now I get it. There's not that many of them left. But once again, the company's out of business. So when it breaks down, if it breaks down, you can't really. There's no customer support. Um, Jerem's gonna buy him an electric VW van. Maybe that'd be cool. Another day, another dollar. Another day, another adventure. Elon Musk's name mixed up in the ESPN scandal. Thoughts? I don't think the ESPN I don't think any of that is gonna come out. Like I think that what has come out has already come out, sort of on the underground, sort of on the YouTube, sort of in videos, and yeah, it's been floated around a little bit on like the mass media, but are all of those like big celebrities and princes and all these people in high power and all these people that your average American looks up to, are all these people just gonna be arrested and taken away? No, like hell no, that's not gonna happen. That's just some. That's I think that's I think this is probably at first I was thinking this is coming from the right wing. I was thinking this is something that the right wing thought of and they're just putting this out there. But actually, I think this could be coming from international. This could be coming from some other country. This could just be spreading propaganda, like in the U.S. A lot of those conspiracy theories, they don't come from us. They come from other countries. Other countries, they sit around and think of these things. So, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if Elon Musk gets in trouble, believe me, there's going to be so many other people go down. Like, so many other people are gonna go down. Like, I just don't see that many people going down. Like, I just don't see that happening. Like, no, like, and then did they say all this stuff goes on? Like, all these people that go to those islands, they're doing all sorts of weird stuff. I mean, how do we prove that? Like, maybe weird stuff happens, like, on that island, but maybe all the people that are going there aren't participating. Maybe they're going there because it's just a party. Maybe they just got invited there. Like, I don't know, conspiracy theories. I mean, they're kind of fun till Espen had tapes. Oh, we had tapes? Well, I mean, if he had tapes, why aren't these people already arrested? I mean, it's weird. Like I don't know. Like, I heard Jeff Fiesta. That guy was like, it was insane. California's back on lockdown again. He was an agent. Yeah, they say he had tapes. Oh, say he had tapes. Small business just got the final death sentence today in California. Yep. Mhm. Mhm. It's sad how this is playing out. It's really sad how this is playing out because no, SF will never be the same. Hmm. But you know what though? I know you're saying New York will never be the same either. I'm gonna just tell you something. Look at it this way. Just remember, because I know you can. I know all of you can. I know all of you can. Just remember what it was like before. Just remember what it was like before. Just don't ever forget it. All right. Don't ever forget it. Don't ever forget wherever you living. You know. Just remember what it was like before. Just remember all the people and just how life was. Just remember that, okay? Yeah, just remember it. Mm. I don't know, gosh. The whole California, that comment, California businesses got his death sentence today. That is just like, that literally just slapped me in the face, yo. Like, damn, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say anymore, yo. Mm. Look up stock symbol QE. Oh, really? It's going up like crazy. Mm. You say QE? No, EQ. My dyslexic ass. Holy shit. Wait. I didn't even know stocks could go up this fast, this high. Yeah. I didn't even yo, check out this stock, yo. This shit is up 737% today. Like basically it's up $23 today. But the stock price is only $20. So I'm thinking, how could the stock prices go up? It must be Robinhood investors pushing this bad boy up or something. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. A California company with 16 employees. 16 employees. Freaking employees about to be rich if they can get that vaccine. Just think, like 16 people working there, yo. That stock was $3 2 days ago. I totally missed out on that one. It's so many of those little stocks that be popping like that, yo. I think Planet 13 is gonna pop like that. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna buy another 1,000 shares, and I'm gonna just chill. Cause I really think they're gonna legalize marijuana, which I don't think it's gonna happen on Trump's watch. Don't think it's gonna happen on Trump's watch because of the whole religion thing. So maybe Biden will be president. Oh, I'm nostalgic about 2019. I'm not. I'm nostalgic about freaking February 2020, January 2020, because things was normal then. I mean, I remember people walking around not wearing masks, you know? I mean, actually, you did see people wearing masks. You just didn't see that many people. And then when you did see people wearing masks, you would just be like, I wonder why they got a mask on. And then now it's like, it's the freaking law or some shit. Gotta have a mask. Trump wants people dropping out of the weeds so they can chill during the crisis. Biden wants to reschedule weed. Exactly. I was on a Broadway show the day before the lockdown. I was having a ball before the lockdown. I know. I know. Like, when was the last time you'll be back? Like, when's the next time like our Broadway show is gonna open? Mm. Just gatherings of people. January 2020. You know what? January 2020 actually kind of sounds like that could be enough time because that would be like basically 9 months. So that basically means we got what? 6 more months of this? Don't you just love it? See, that's how you roll it over. That's how you roll it to us, right? Like that's how you roll it to us because like right when this virus first happened, they knew, look, we gotta close this shit down for about a year. But then they can't tell us that, right? They can't say, look, we're gonna close everything down for a year. Go home. If they would have told people that, we're gonna close down everything for a freaking year. Go home. People would have just lost their shit then. Like it would have been people jumping out of buildings around here. Like really, I gotta be locked up in my house for a year. But you don't tell people that. What you do is you slowly bring it into them. Oh, we're gonna close things for 3 weeks. Okay, all right, I'll go home and hang out for 3 weeks, right? I'll hang out with my girlfriend, right? My wife. I haven't seen her in ages. And then 2 weeks into it, you tell them, hey, we need another month. And then people are at home, they're hanging out with their girlfriend, and they're like, yeah, I'm finally getting to know my wife better because we're not working all the time. Yeah, I'll stay home for another month. So now you've already been at home for 7 weeks. They got you on the couch for 7 weeks, right? You walk outside, everything boarded up, all the stores closed. You get used to that shit, right? You get used to going to Amazon all the time, right? You just get used to it, right? So now what do they tell you? They tell you, oh yeah, we're gonna close everything for another month. And what do? You're just like, cool, I got a face mask. I'm straight. I can just go to the grocery store. I'm cool. Meanwhile, there's no sporting events. You know, a lot of countries are closed. You can't go traveling. You can't go to the casino. You can't go gamble. Can't lose the little money that you had made. You can't even lose that shit. You know, you can't go to the hooker or the prostitute. You can't be doing that. You can't be going to the strip club. You can't even see no good looking women. You know, you can't even see a good looking woman walking down the street because they got face masks on. Like basically, everything had changed. Like basically, you're just on lockdown now, and they gradually put you there, right? So now, it wouldn't surprise me if they just come out and say, look, everything gonna be closed for 3 months. And you know what? Ain't nobody gonna say a word. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, 3 months? Oh, that's nothing. Remember they started off for 3 weeks? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then eventually, guess what? They're gonna say, guess what, guys? It's just not opening it back up anymore. Yeah, this is just new life. Yep. Just work from home. Yep. No more financial district. No more downtown. Like, all this shit's closed. No sporting events, it's all closed. Hopefully it doesn't get that way. Hopefully it doesn't get that way. Been on lockdown since March. What happened to the folks with double lives during the lockdown? 2 families, 2 wives, or 2 husbands? That's a real good question. That's a real good question. You know how many people I know? Well, like, I know like 2 people, right? But I'm pretty sure this happens a lot in very, very similar situations, right? Someone is like married, okay? But yet, maybe they work in a different city. So San Francisco's the perfect example. Like you live in Walnut Creek, you live in Richmond, you live in Fremont, and your wife lives in Richmond, lives in Fremont, lives in wherever you live, right? But you work in the city every day. But your wife, she works somewhere else, but she doesn't work in the city. So you know that she doesn't come to the city, right? So what do? You got another girlfriend in the city that you hang out with all the time. Because you're always in the city. Because you work in the city. So when you get off work, you can hang out with your other girlfriend in the city, right? Then when you get done hanging out with your other girlfriend in the city, you can freaking go get on BART and go back to fucking Walnut Creek to go be with your wife, right? Like I know like people that do this, like a couple people in the city, but I know people like that just do that, right? And I know women that do that shit too. Like they cheat on their men's, like they just do that, right? Like I wonder what those people are doing now, like because you ain't like going to your same everyday spots, you know. John having nightmares about Roma sneaking into his room at night. I don't care about Rona. I mean, I do care about Rona, but I predict a big stock market crash right after the election. No matter who wins, the Fed is the only thing keeping the market up. Yeah, I think there will be another correction in the markets. But also, there's a lot of sideline money right now. There is a lot of money sitting on the sidelines. I would say government essentials need to reform life. The elections have nothing to do with the feds, but that's if we even have an election. I mean, what if the second wave is hitting us right about then, and it's so bad that like it's even worse than what it was before, you know. I wonder how many. I wonder how the Rona cases are in China right now. Man, you can't stay in SF forever, especially if it never opens up. This is true. But a lot of other places are not opening up. And if they are opening up, it's like they're opening back up and their numbers are going up. So do I want to be in a place where the numbers are going up? San Francisco, the numbers are really not going up that much. Like they're reacting like differently. Like people wear masks. Like there's a lot of social distancing. Like it seems like here people are following the freaking rules. Like a lot. Like of course when you go to a park, you don't see people wearing masks because you know it's a park. But when you go places like when you're walking downtown, when you're in shops, like dude, like almost everyone has a mask on. Like it's pretty amazing to see actually. Alameda County will be back on lockdown soon. Watch. Oh, you mean with the Alameda County? Oh, Tesla. Yeah. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I think one big problem that California is having is they're opening up businesses like hair salons. They're opening up bars. They're opening up. You got packed beaches. When you have packed beaches and bars opening up and hair salons opening up, the virus spreads much higher in these places versus a factory. You know. Hey Jay, is rent still going down in SF? I mean, there's deals out there. There's deals out there, but one thing I will say, I want to say that there are landlords not putting places on the market. Because I know for sure if there's people moving out in Selma and more places are going on Craigslist and down in Selma, that would only make me wonder that there must be people moving out in like in Nob Hill, also in the Tenderloin. But the reason why I would only imagine why the landlords are not putting the places on the market right now is because if they put those places on the market right now, they are gonna have to lower them drastically, right? To get people to fucking click. And the reason why I say that is because check this out. The city right now, okay, in between on Market Street, in between 6 no, in between, let's just say fifth, in between fifth and ninth, okay? This part of the city was really bad like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. That stretch of the city was freaking bad, right? Um, South Market, yeah. And within this area right now, if you just look at rents in between 5th and Market to 6th and Market, with very, very high emphasis on 5th, in between 5th and 8th, you're gonna see that prices have already come down, right? But it's kind of interesting because the prices they're kind of in the middle, right? They're almost too expensive for like your average person to buy, but then your tech worker won't pay that price to stay there. So between fifth and eighth, I'm very curious to know what's going to happen because there are a lot of brand new buildings in between fifth and eighth. And when you look at some of the rental prices, $3,000 for a studio, in like at seventh and Market, when there's crackheads outside of your window all the time, who in the fuck is gonna pay half of that price? Okay? And once the money leaves the city, and the money is leaving the city now, it's already leaving the city, right? Once the money leaves the city, y'all, all of Market Street is going to go to shit. It's already going to shit right now. Like, it's already going that way. Like it's already going that way. Like there's already people sleeping like all over Market Street. You see, like I saw tents going up, the fucking Market and Powell. Okay, tents going up in Market and Powell. So what I imagine is gonna happen, they are gonna have apartments sitting there, not renting at all. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen in this city. There's gonna be apartments just not renting because they're not gonna want to lower the price. That's what's gonna happen. That's my prediction. They're just not gonna lower the price. That's what I think is gonna happen. Okay, and another thing with the landlords in the TL. So in the TL, in the Tenderloin, Nob Hill, um, Chinatown, all of that area, almost all of the buildings in this area are rent control buildings. The buildings in Soma, South of Market, all the high rises, all the tall buildings, none of those buildings are rent control. So that's why the prices are vastly different just across Market Street. That's why across Market Street, you hear like $3,000 for a studio, right? You hear like $5,000 for a two-bedroom apartment. Like, actually, I haven't really heard that for a minute now. $5,000 for a two-bedroom. But like, yeah, you used to hear that all the time. But then once you cross over Market, finding a two-bedroom is just I don't know anyone in the Tenderloin with a two-bedroom. Like it's all like studios or one bedrooms, and the price difference is like, you know, a studio at South Market might be 25, might be 3,000, but a studio in the TL or Nob Hill, it's just it just seems like it's just less. Also with the rent control, your rent doesn't go up as much. Your rent doesn't go up. South Market, your rent could go up a lot, like 10% or something. Don't think your rent's going up 10% right now because of the pandemic. But yeah, that's kind of like the differences. And I think what's going on in the TL, in Chinatown, those neighborhoods, they've raised the rent, right, to whatever it is. Maybe a couple years ago they were getting 1,200 a month, but now they're getting 2,200. Okay, they're getting 2,200, but that tenant just moved out, and they know, the landlord knows that they're not going to be able to get 22 for this place. They know for sure they're not going to be able to get 22. So what they could be doing is just sort of waiting to see where the market resets at. Can I get 15 for this unit that I was once getting 22? Can I get 18? Can I get 19? Can I get 2,000? Like, I think that's what's going on because I know for sure there has to be people moving out like constantly all over the city. There has to be. Like I said, I haven't really noticed it much recently, but you can't really. It's a lot of things you don't notice in the city. Like people steal bikes all the time and people don't notice. So of course I may not notice people moving out of the city. Yeah, I live in the TL right by the All Star Donut in a residence hotel. I think for 800 a month, no private bathroom back in the late 90s. Oh yeah, some of those prices could be coming back. I mean, I've already seen places at Six and Market around that area for $1,000. Like literally $1,000. SRO is like in that area, $1,000. Like already popping up right now. Market in Powell, that's the Gap Store's Charlie Star. Homeless people there too. Yes, it was a homeless guy setting up. They ran him off before he was able to successfully sleep and all of that. But yeah, it was in front of the Gap Store. It was a guy setting up his tent. Yeah. Yep. 6th Street, real bad. That building with the furniture now to the outside of the building. For the windows. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, the crazy the architect. Another thing that could possibly happen. I stopped smoking weed because I became dependent on it. Oh, another thing I can see happening. It's very interesting. So, a couple of years ago, I went to go look at an apartment with another roommate. We went to look at an apartment at Ninth and Mission. No, Ninth in the Market. Ninth in the Market. No, 10th and Market. 10th and Market is NEMA. NEMA is this large project, this large housing project, okay? NEMA is it's pricey, right? It's an expensive place. But when they were giving us a tour, the lady said something very interesting, right? Is it 8th and Market? No, I think it's 9th. No, it's 9th and Market. No, it's 10th and Market. 8th and Market is another one. That's another large building. But this one is the other one, the big black building, right? Lady said something really interesting. She said if you're living here, you have first dibs if you ever want to buy it, if we ever go through like an economic downturn. And she just said it so like nonchalant. I'm like, yo, look, I'm looking at an apartment and you're over here telling me that like if I move here and there's an economic downturn, like I got first dibs on buying it. And I thought like, I wonder how many other places in the city function like that. Because if there is an economic downturn, if people ever start to flee the city, I mean, a big, this is a big company that built this building and they have all these apartments. Like, what would they do? So what would they do? They would just freaking sell off apartments. That's what they would do. So maybe we can see maybe we can see something like that happening. Maybe we can see a flood of apartments being sold. Just because a flood of apartments being sold doesn't mean like things are going to be cheap, because it could be people just buying apartments just to rent out later. As of today, Cali is on lockdown again. Yes. Currently watching a full ad, Jermaine. What do you mean a full ad? We've been streaming for a minute, y'all. Oh my gosh. $700 monthly at RV parking, Big Bear Lake. 700 monthly. That sounds like a good deal. Okay, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the stream. Would you consider van life? Maybe. Did the gyms in California ever reopen? Sorry, none of the gyms around here open. But I think someplace in California gyms did. I caught the coronavirus a couple times, but I didn't say anything. I know I'm not the only one. I mean, how would you know if you caught the coronavirus? 65 at Big Bear Lake. That sounds amazing. Okay. I'm yawning like crazy. So I'm gonna get ready to wrap this video up, okay, y'all? So anyway, I love. Hey, Big J's, their weight limit on your bike, I think it's 350. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 350. Oh, Planet Fitness in Sacramento. Oh, it's been open for 3 weeks. Wow. Van life in SF would be hell trying to dodge the meter maids every day and night. That's so true, yo. Meter maids in SF living in a van. Bad idea, yo. Okay, anyway, I'm out. I love all of y'all. Y'all be good. No showers, no constant cleaning, masks. Anyway, I'm out. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye. Peace out, y'all.